Amazing grace.
And you watch it. Watch it. What does observation mean? Observe, to regard with attention, especially so as to see or learn something. See, it's not about keeping track of God. That's not the point. Don't try to keep track of God, but keep your attention on him.
Amen. So
you can learn and observe and see. You can't trace God. God, what did I say before? God has footprints in the sand, in the sea. How you got footprints in the sea? That don't make sense. You know why God has footprints in the sea? Because you can't trace it. That's just how good he is. That's how high his thoughts are. Watch this. God is difficult. Now, does that mean God is hard to work with? No. Does that mean God is hard to team up with? No. Does that mean because God says that we are co-laborers with him? 1 Corinthians chapter 3, around verse 9 and 10. No, God is not hard to work with. God is hard to trace. Because when he says, how precious to me are your thoughts. When David says, your thoughts are precious, what he's saying is your thoughts are weighty. They're heavy. I can't carry them. I can't trace them. They're so precious. They're so high. When I try to, I fall short. God is difficult. Have you ever met someone that's difficult to work with? You ever felt someone that you try to pick their brain and you just can't? You say, I can't figure them out, man. And that frustrates you how you can't figure them out. See, I like to watch Shark Tank. And on Shark Tank, this guy had a beautiful product that would have worked, but he was so obnoxious that 4 of the sharks said, I'm out because you're too difficult. And I'm not even your partner. You're on my nerves right now. You're difficult to work with, and I'm not even your partner. Imagine when we're business partners, how difficult he'll be. See, but God will become undifficult to you when you stop trying to trace him and just recognize what he already is to you. Because God may be to me something he's not to you. And he may be something to you that he's not to me. Because God is an I am for everybody. God is difficult, but that's good. But watch this. God is untraceable. We said that. That's why he is difficult. He says, watch this. How precious to me are your thoughts? I can't count them, God. How vast is the sum of them? It's so much. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grain of sand. Can you count sand? Can you actually go on the beach and start pulling up the grain of sand? No. Now, when you see all the beaches of the world, let alone the beaches in New York, all the beaches of the world, and you got the nerve to take the time to count every piece of grain of sand on the earth, man, your life will be taken away and you won't even do half of it. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He said, God is difficult. He's untraceable. God, my life will be taken from me. That's what he said. Watch it. Watch it. He said, grain of sand. When I wake, I am still with you. Now, some commentators struggle about this. They say when I die and when I'm resurrected. They say I may be counting them and my strength fails me. Some say I count them and I fall asleep. And then when I wake back up, I'm still counting. Either way, you can't trace God. You can't trace him. I'm a firm believer that it's talking about when your strength fails. You'll get tired of even trying to count. Don't count and just say, God, you're good. Don't see, you'll see all the sand and say, God, I thank you for the sand. I ain't trying to count them, but I know they're there. God, thank you. Thank you for my friends that are coming. I can't see them, but I know they're there. God, thank you for my wealth that's coming. I can't see it, but I know it's there. God, thank you for all the members that will come and be with Friendship Community Church. I don't see them right now, but I know they're there. He's difficult. He's untraceable. Watch this. God is not easily compared to. Watch what he says. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grain of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. In order, this is what his point is, Brother Jordan. His point is this. If I try to count them, my life would have to be equal to your life in order for me to count them, and none of us are equal to God.
Amen.
In order for you to count everything that God does for you, your observation, your life would have to be compared and equal to his, and none of us are there.